Hi guys, I'm Steve.
And I'm Marit.
And together we are
the East Endsers.
So in this video we want to take you on a journey down to the bottom of the North Island of New Zealand, also known as Martinborough or the greater region of Wellington.
Along the way we'll be stopping to look at some sights and maybe throw in a fishing line or two.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's go.
Good morning, stunning sunshine day here. Getting late in the summer now. It's February 21 I believe, 2025. We're on our way to Cape Palliser. That's right down the bottom of the North Island here in New Zealand. Bit of a scrape on the caravan, but no stress. Let the adventures begin. Just past Ekatahoona on our way down to Cape Palliser, we have come across the Anzac Bridge, which was built in the 1920s. And just off to the field here, you can see here, there's all the rocks painted with poppies. Quite a cool little spot. And the Anzac Bridge is here. There's the bridge we drove over with the caravan over the stream. And now we just had a little walk through the bush from a further car park, and we just wanted to come and check out what the Anzac Bridge was all about, since we've walked over here, oh not walked over here, driven past here many a times. So here it is, Anzac Bridge. It's a historic place and a pretty cool one at that. Just walked away from the Anzac Bridge and walking through the forest here, and the sound of the cicadas is absolutely deafening today. Just a little walk through the forest. Quite nice and peaceful really, walking through forests always makes me feel quite calm and relaxed. It's nice and cool because it's quite a hot day again today. Just the light, the way it falls through the trees is so amazing. We're not far away from the road here, so you do get a bit of car noise, but cicadas are amazing. So many of them. Here we come out of the dark parts of the forest back into the sunny side. It's just nice to have a walk in a bit of a different place, and walking always really gives you the chance to really take your time to check everything out. Wow, those cicadas, they're amazing. Right, we'll carry on our bit of a walk down here, and then we'll jump back in the car and head down towards Masterton, Greytown, and then on to Cape Palliser. It's quite cool having a trip where we haven't really been before, so I'm really looking forward to some new adventures. Also, when you're heading down south towards Wellington and Cape Palliser, is that cute little town called Greytown. If ever there was a sweet little town, it's got to be Greytown. It's got so many cute little shops and cafes and little churches. It's a quaint little town that we love a lot.
What a load of shit.
Someone doesn't love it really much, but I love this place. That's so cool. No, cool's not the word, it's cute. Quaint, cute, sweet. I love Greytown. Ooh. Oh, there's a house for sale there. Oh, I'll buy a house here. I live in Greytown. The little churches are so cute. And the shops. And great cafes too. I'd love to stop a little while in Greytown and have a meander around, but someone's not really into Greytown, so we will carry on through
as fast as we can
towards Cape Palliser. As we left Greytown, the grey clouds really rolled in and the weather packed up and it started raining, and really raining and pouring. But as we reached Cape Palliser, the rain let off somewhat and we managed to enjoy a pretty good walk up to the lighthouse, even though the top was really windy up there. But it set sort of a mood for a nice grey gloomy lighthouse sort of a day.
Yeah, it sure did, but we still managed to get some good footage and we enjoyed it thoroughly.
We sure did. Right, here we are at Cape Palliser. The weather has packed in somewhat, but that was forecast to happen. But it's supposed to dawn as a beautiful sunny day tomorrow, so I'm guessing we'll get to do a bit more exploring then. But it looks kind of wild and stormy on a day like today. Can't wait to check out the lighthouse and the Pinnacle Rocks, so we will make our way to the Freedom camping spot, which is up the road here somewhere, and we will park up the caravan and set up camp. Okay, we're getting up to the edge of the cape here, and I can't really talk very much because we've got a severe gravel road here. But just up ahead, on the stormy, gloomy looking day, I've had a glimpse of the lighthouse, so the coastline here is quite beautiful. The road, not so beautiful. It's quite rough. The ocean looks amazing actually. I love the way those waves crash on the rocks. I'm filming. I'm trying to get the look of the lighthouse. Oh, it's not here anyway.
Oh, go wash it.
Okay, well, oh my god, why are you ruining my movie? Okay, we've pretty much come to the end of the road here of our road trip today. Stop making fun of my movie. Right, we've come to the end of the road here. quite literally. Oh my god, you're ruining my movies. Anyway, we've turned into a gravel track here. It's off the beaten track, but look up there. There's the lighthouse. We nearly made it. Oh shit, we might still not. Oh, look at that though, stunning.
Well, here we are folks, bottom of Cape Palliser Lighthouse, ready to climb these steps. They look pretty steep, but yeah, looks quite doable. Oh, we'll see you at the top. Okay folks, here we are at the foot of the steps. Cape Palliser Lighthouse. A few steps to get up there, but definitely doable. See a bit of a viewing platform halfway up. It's already looking cool. Ship out there. Don't know what it is. Only a few more steps to go and we're there. Hey guys, so in this next segment, I got to the top of the steps of the lighthouse and the wind was blowing quite hard, so it's a bit hard to understand what I was saying, but hopefully you still get the gist of how beautiful it was up there.
It sure was.
Stairs to the lighthouse. Awesome. Nice view out here. It's quite pretty. Here's the road we came in on. On it somewhere. So there she is, folks, in all her glory. Keeping our ship safe. So, as we came down from the lighthouse, we had a bit of an incident. Well, not we,
Well,
her. Yeah, and I wish I still had the camera rolling, but yeah. Tell us a little bit about it.
well, it's funny in hindsight, but at the time, it was probably the biggest fright I'd got. Well, the biggest fright since I got my last power bill, maybe. But from out of the reeds, a huge, and it was big,
It was.
seal leapt out. Well, I don't really leap, they flopped out, and he barked and grunted and nearly got hold of me. So I turned and ran away pretty quickly.
It was funny. Like I say, I wish the camera was still rolling, but unfortunately,
I'm glad it wasn't. Right, that was a great walk up the lighthouse. 253 steps to the top. That was pretty cool. Beautiful views from up the top. A bit windy today and a bit cooler too. Only about 14 degrees today, and that rain sort of sticking around. But we're hoping to get some sunshine tomorrow so we can have a look at those pinnacle rocks. There's a sign there saying there's seals. We found that out the hard way. We nearly tripped over one that was hiding in the flax bushes as we were walking down to the rocks at the beach. And yeah, nearly gave me a heart attack. But massive. There's some really cool rock formations up and around here. We're getting very good footage here because the weather's a bit grey, but really, really beautiful spot. So yeah, we're looking forward to doing a little bit more exploring. The road's pretty primitive, but no issues for the ranger. Oh, she's pretty narrow along here, coming out of Cape Palliser from the lighthouse, heading back towards the camping ground. The side of the rocks here, they're slipping away.
So with the caravan on.
Yeah, with the caravan on, it's even more of a challenge, but like I say, we're chipping away at it, taking our time. The sea's quite rough today. Won't be any fishing today. Look at that, it's churning out there. Quite a nice day actually. It sets a moody mood for a lighthouse sort of a day. That water's coming across the road with the chain stopping the river rocks coming across. There's quite a turret coming across there. Oh, this is pretty cool road. Not to be taken lightly, you definitely need a decent vehicle and a good driver. Luckily we've got both.
So here we are, folks, parked up at our campsite at Cape Palliser. I'll take you around this way first. It's the old home away from home. It's not the best of days, but it's alright. Bit of a sunset there, but it's not the best. Still better than the sunset you get at home on the couch though. So 6:30 in the morning here, Cape Palliser. Now wind is a bit cold. She's coming from the west. Bit of a nor'west really, but it's quite chilly. Yeah, had a good night. Good peaceful sleep. Just waiting for that sunrise. Should be coming up over there in about 20 minutes.
After our first camp out at Camp Palliser, first night in, we watched a beautiful sunrise and the day starting, and then we thought we'd head down to the local village, which is called Nawi, to find some coffee.
Yeah, Nawi is a little fishing village. It's the southernmost point of the North Island. And the coffee was very nice.
Yeah, the coffee was really good.
And the burgers were, there's a burger cart straight across the road from the coffee cart that we got our coffee from.
There was only caravans because there's actually no shops in Nawi, so it was really cool. They had a coffee caravan,
Yeah.
food caravan.
And yeah, the burgers were really yum.
They were good.
Mind yours.
And we sat there and ate them, watching the bulldozers and tractors putting all the fishing boats on because they were in the middle of their 3-day local fishing competition, which was really cool to watch the tractors and bulldozers pull the boats down to the ocean because they don't have a boat ramp down there, so that's the only way the boats can get to the sea. It was a cool little spot.
It was. Yep.
Good morning, 22nd of February 2025. Just rolling into Nawi here, and you can see all the tractors and the bulldozers getting ready to tow all the fishing boats out. It's a pretty busy spot to get your boats put in. Seems to be some sort of fishing comp going on this morning. Wow, here we are having a little wander around the Nawi village. Look at that. What a cool little place. And I've already spotted a coffee caravan, so that's where I'm heading. There's a couple of little coffee caravans here. Look at that. Parked up here. Here we go. Let's go and order that flat white. Beautiful. Well, this is where it's all happening this morning. All the boats getting launched down here at Nawi. Look at all those tractors, trailers, bulldozers, all heading out for a fish. All the bulldozers and tractors lined up to take all the boats out.
Right. Enough?
heard that a trip to Palliser wasn't complete without visiting the pinnacles.
Yeah. So they're formed over the past 120,000 years due to rain and gravel buildup. Also known as the Pitangirua Pinnacles in the Aorangi Ranges. I heard they were also used in the Lord of the Rings backdrop, but I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan, so yeah.
When we got to the car park, unfortunately, there was a huge sign up saying that the track was closed due to a landslide, so we couldn't do the Pinnacle walk, but we spent some time in the valley having a look around, had a little walk up the riverbed, and it was still a really cool spot to be on a beautiful day.
Yeah, I put the drone up for a little bit of footage, but not much to write home about. But
yeah, I'm glad we went, and we may return one day and have a look when the track's open and do the walk and get a good look at those pinnacles.
Alright, so we're at the Pinnacles entrance, but we can't really get to the Pinnacles as the track is closed due to a big slip, so damn it, never mind. It's a beautiful place anyway.
On our way into Palliser, we went past a sunflower field, but the weather was pretty terrible. It was raining heavily as we came into Palliser, so we didn't stop. But the following day, after we'd been to the Pinnacles on our way out, was a beautiful sunny day, so we decided to stop and put the drone up, and I got to tick something off my bucket list, and that's running through a sunflower field, which was really enjoyable.
Yeah, she had a good old frolic around, didn't you? But,
yeah, it was great. It was so cool. Lots of flowers and yeah, beautiful day. So I'm glad we stopped there. That was really one of the highlights of Well, my trip down that way. It was pretty cool.
Found a neat little church, Burnside Presbyterian. Just down here in Marlborough. Cute little church. It's got a little cemetery at the back of it, a little family plot.
Right, here we are arriving in Featherston. Just a hop, skip and a jump over the Rumitaka Ranges there, and we'll come down into the Wellington region on the other side, and we're going to do a little bit of camping at Ngāti Toa Domain. That's a pretty good spot for fishing, so we're hoping to catch some fish for our dinner tonight. Here we are at the top of the Rumitaka Ranges, and we're just going to have a bit of a look around. Some information there about some different walks you can do. Stunning views up here, and an absolutely beautiful day to match. So being right up the top here now, which was a huge trek up pulling the caravan, we're now going to head down all the way down that road there, and we'll end up in Wellington. Our plan from there is to camp up at Ngāti Toa tonight and do a little bit of fishing and a bit of cooking, hopefully cooking a fish. If not a fish, we have steak. Blue sky as far as the eye can see. Wow. Here we are at the top of the Rumitaka Hills, 555 metres up. Towed the caravan up. Big climb. So we've come from that side, and it's busy up here, and we're going to head down into Wellington that way. Stunning day.
Ngāti Toa, guys. Beautiful place, as you can see. It's all family orientated and stuff like that. Get some fishing in hopefully later on.
Catch a fish for dinner, I hope.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'll be eating chocolate eggs.
You heard it, guys. Straight from the horse's mouth.
They're pretty good. While we're in Wellington, and since we're on a bit of a lighthouse trip, we thought we would visit the oldest lighthouse in New Zealand. That's Pencarrow Lighthouse, which sits at the entrance to the Wellington Harbour.
Yeah, so it was first erected in 1859, and it was made in England but shipped to New Zealand. It's also the first and only lady keeper or woman lighthouse keeper in New Zealand to this day. She took over from her husband when he passed away, and yeah, it's been the only one occupied by a
Female lighthouse keeper. So you know, it looked really beautiful, but we couldn't get very close. Google Maps took us to a little car park.
Part way to it.
Yeah, it was nice to see, but there was no instructions how to walk there. And later we found out there was a bike track out there and a walk track, but we couldn't find it. But it was lovely to see and quite significant.
Yeah. So it was decommissioned in 1935, and yeah, it still stands to this day though.
Right, from the peace and quiet of Cape Palliser to the bustling city life of Wellington, the sun's shining and you really can't beat Wellington on a fine day. We're heading east of Wellington to see Pencarrow Lighthouse. That is the oldest lighthouse in New Zealand, and it was built in 1858, and it's the only lighthouse in New Zealand ever that has been manned by a female.
So woman.
Manned by a female, yeah, so to say. So it has been decommissioned, but it still sits there proud at the harbour entrance, so we're going to go and check it out. It's the oldest lighthouse in New Zealand, so it's worth a look. Here we are cruising through Mount Victoria Tunnel on our way to Pencarrow Lighthouse. I think you should start beeping your horn because that's what everyone does. Yeah, it works. Everyone starts beeping. Alright, that's enough. Oh, you're gonna love it. Oh. Oh, you're gonna love this tunnel. So yeah, the idea is to beep. I'm not really sure what the story is behind the beeping. I'm not too certain. We'll have to look that up actually, but it's kind of cool because everyone does it. Nearly everyone. And here we are, back into the sunlight, into the real sunny world.
Lyall Bay Beach. Awesome.
Here's a tunnel underneath the runway for the airport. So at this stage we could have a big plane driving right over top of us, I'm thinking. Out the other side of this we should be getting pretty close to Penkara Lighthouse now, so we will keep following these Google instructions and we should find our way.
Well, I don't know if you can see that, guys, but that's the Penkara Lighthouse across there. You can only get to it by boat by the looks of it, but yeah, that's apparently the oldest lighthouse in New Zealand and the only one that has been manned by a woman. So there you are.
Nena. You can see the seagulls are interested in something out there and they keep diving down, but I think they're just playing games with me. I don't know, eh? I don't know if there's some fish there. These lines, there's definitely no movement. I just said to the boys no movement in these lines and they said no, the batteries are flat. So funny buggers this morning, these two.
Is there cockles over there right behind those rocks?
Here, you go down.
Still, what do they say? A bad day's fishing is still always better than a good day's work, so no complaining here. Right, we'll leave the boys to have a fish. Trying to catch those elusive fish out there. I'm going to put the jug on. Make me a cup of coffee. Willie Brown's muckle's still cuddled up, sleeping in the back of his car. She's out to it. Fast asleep in there. Oh, to be 4 years old, you can sleep through anything. So we'll head in here and put the jug on, make a coffee, and yeah, have a bit of a tidy up. It's a bit lived in at the moment. put that on. Get some coffee going. Time for a decent cup of coffee and a tidy up. We've left our cups at home, we forgot them. So we are drinking our coffee out of pint glasses on this trip. It's quite nice actually because you get a big coffee. Trusty old pint glass is sorted. Just chuck a bit of extra coffee in there. Instead of a teaspoon, you do 4 teaspoons or a couple of tablespoons. A bit more. Like a good strong coffee, especially after the night we've had. Like I say, noisy neighbours in the night time, so bit of a nap this afternoon under a shady tree, I think. Hopefully the boys out there catching a fish. Then we can cook up a fish for breakfast. If all else fails, we've got to go and find a supermarket today. Get some supplies. Our supplies are running a bit low. We're planning on heading Whakatane ways today, up the middle of the island, maybe have a stop off in Taupō, and yeah, see if there's some fish to be caught around those ways. We've heard it's pretty good, they're catching the fish around there, so we'll try our luck. And when there's no fish being caught out there, we'll make some bacon and egg buns with some eggs here. Just went down to the supermarket. A couple of nice crunchy rolls, bacon, cheese, mayo. Make up a bit of a breakfast and yeah, then revisit our plans of the day. Bacon and egg rolls, good way to start the day. And just like that, guys, breakfast is served. Bacon and egg rolls, and back to the fishing. Happy Sunday.
Well, so on that note, we decided to head for home and conclude our Wellington region trip.
It was a great couple of days away and we saw some really neat stuff. A couple of lighthouses, the sunflower field.
Yeah, and there was a lot of places we visited in between, but obviously didn't get on camera.
No, and the chat led on the way home. We always take lots of videos and photos while we're away and share it with our family when we get home. And we thought, hey, why not make a YouTube video? So this is our first attempt at it.
Yep, and we hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we did. So
we are the East Ensers, so subscribe, like and share our videos. because there'll be plenty more to come.
Roger that.